Happy Friday, everybody. It's The Drive with Mario Smith, live from the third largest city in North America, Chicago, Illinois, bringing you all the stuff you need for a Friday afternoon. And it's raining here in town, but so what? Glad you guys are here. Thanks for checking us out, and thank you for watching Hal as well. We've got a lot of stuff today for you. Marjorie Taylor Greene is losing her mind, and it is great, and I love it. I'm here for every second of it. Big weekend of doing nothing planned and all that cool stuff. We'll talk about all of that this afternoon. Joining me is the producer of all producers. His name is Gliss. He is in Beaverton, Oregon. What's up, man? Happy Friday to you, sir.
Happy Friday.
Oh, look at that.
That's really noisy. That background music is very noisy for background music.
Yeah, it sounds like a car chase is happening.
It's very busy sounding.
Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe somebody is, maybe someone is being apprehended. It was very policey, very detective-y. How was your day off yesterday? What you do?
Oh, what did I do?
I'm liking this. This is really cool. This looks
like... I was still celebrating the holiday. No, I'm just kidding.
What holiday? Oh yeah, man.
I just hung out.
I'm kind of embarrassed to tell what I did. What happened to me
yesterday?
Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. Yeah.
So after the show, I go to hang out with my friend, and we have a fair amount of wine. She goes home. I go home. And I knew that this bottle of wine I had in my house was old.
Yeah.
Drank it anyway. And yesterday was, I'm an adult, but I felt like a baby. I couldn't do anything. I had to get up and do my show. I had to record a podcast yesterday. My head felt like somebody had just put a cinder block through it. It was terrible. So don't drink old wine. And I knew it was old, and I smelled it and looked at it and everything, and I drank it anyway.
Yeah, just give it a shot.
So stupid. I swear, man, I am the human petri dish. I just do more dumb stuff, and I definitely don't drink wine. I mean, no, I'm not saying don't drink wine. Let me take that back. Don't drink wine that's 85. It wasn't that old. It was like a week old. And that was just stupid. I shouldn't have done that. That was dumb.
I'm just realizing I don't have my phone in here, and it's like now I'm gonna have to go find it because it's making me nervous.
You need to go get your phone.
I'll find it at some point.
Yeah. I mean, do you if you need to? This is like a field trip. If you need to go to the bathroom, you know, just go. I can hold it down for a few minutes.
No, I know. Yeah.
Happy Friday, by the way. Hey man, happy Friday. That's right. Hey, Stacy and
I'll wait until the next segment to go to. That way, you're actually in a segment where I'm not
where you're don't
where we aren't going to a break quickly. You know, it's like,
hey man, you know, when it happens, it happens.
All right,
I'm good with it. Hey, everybody watching us today, wherever you're watching and however you're watching it, if it's on your Amazon supported device or if you're watching on YouTube, it's Friday. You can probably tell in our voice. That's what it is. Grass Puddle says it's a very colorful drive today. That's right. That we are. Hey, Stacy. Stacy says, hello, Mario. I am at my dad's house this weekend and I have family visiting. Okay, cool. That's good. What is everybody doing this weekend? Feel free to tell us. You know, in fact, Stacy, you just set up a perfect segue. But let me one thing at a time here. Grass Puddle says it's a very colorful drive. Yes. And that's intentional. We'll try to, trying to do some stuff. Everything can't be this drab background that I have. It's not drab. It's my house. I mean, you know, I'll have whatever Hal's using. I'll have, and Travis is set up some kind of weird way too in his place. Jam and Renee are always showing how lovely their homes are. So I'll show you mine. Mine is the Redman. Remember that Redman? Remember that MTV Cribs with Redman? That's my house right now. It desperately needs the touch of a cleaning professional. I'm the cleaning professional. Thanks you guys for watching the drive. Really appreciate it. You can catch us every day beginning at 6 a.m. Eastern with Haley and Allison's Good Morning. And then at 8 Eastern, it's Live every day with Liv Harrison. And then at 9, except for Tuesdays and Thursdays, at 9 on Tuesdays and Thursdays, it's Kate and Will. And then at 10, you can get on up with Jam and Renee, the aforementioned Jam and Renee. At noon, it's the Anthony Davis show, except for Wednesdays because it's the word of the day quiz. And then your pal Hal and Hal's pals. I like that. They're at 2 p.m. Eastern, and then it's the drive with us. And you're watching the drive here on Backchannel.tv, the only place on your Echo device where you can watch and listen to live shows and chat with us in real time. Again, I'm Mario, if you didn't know, and you can catch me and Bliss here Monday through Wednesday and on Friday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. I mean, why wouldn't you at this point? Is, by the way, episode 60. Congratulations, Bliss. They kept us here for 60. We're in. I don't know how, but we're in. You wonder how to get involved in the show? It's real easy. All you got to do is send us a chat. You can ask us questions, chime in on the topics that we're talking about, whatever. If you get out of hand, we'll remove you. Okay. No, I'm not kidding. I'm really serious. We'll remove you. And if you want to do that, and if you could see me right now and you're watching on an Echo Show device or a Fire TV device, you can say the magic word, whatever the name of your device is. For example, Alexa. I got to think of some creative names, y'all. I'm sorry. And say hello. Get in the chat and do your thing. If you're just listening to me right now on an Echo speaker, go to backchannel.tv. Look down at the bottom for the chat button. Get in the chat. And also, while you're there, subscribe too. Please do that. And welcome everybody that's checking us out right now on the drive today. Jack, Stacy, she said, don't forget 1 p.m. Central is your pal Hal. That's right. He's on at 2 Eastern. But yes, it would be 1 Central. Tony's here. John is here. Andrew McLean is here as well. He said, when you said the Bulls were pushing this series, you have them winning or losing in 7. I have them winning in 6. I actually have them winning in 6. Yep. Who else is here? The Gliss family. A Blaze Bat in London is here too. Stacy says 3 p.m. Central time is what you have to 5 p.m. Central time. Huh? No. Yeah, me. I'm 3 to 5 Central, but we go anyway. Stacy, look, I know how to do this. I got the time. Thank you. Anyway. But yes, I believe the Bulls are going to win that series. I wasn't so sure they were going to win the series. I had them winning at least 2 games of the series, but game 1 showed me something. They played. I mean, they played, you know, and they played good defense. They couldn't score, and I knew they wouldn't score that bad or have that bad a night shooting again. It was pretty cool. Grass Pelter wants to know if I have any comments about the Minnesota meltdown in Memphis. We'll talk about that in sports for sure. And I'm not surprised, man. Minnesota has one great player and one really, really good player. The great player, although I think he needs to get out of Minnesota, is Cat. And the really, really good player is the young man, what's his last name? Miller? Anthony Miller? Good dude. Good player. All right. Let's take a look at some headlines that are happening across the United States as we speak. U.S. Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene was hostile, big surprise, during testimony today in a hearing on her eligibility to run for re-election, saying she did not remember liking and making various social media posts surrounding the attack on the U.S. Capitol last year and accusing an opposing lawyer of speculating and twisting her words. Voters in the Georgia Congresswoman's district have said Greene helped facilitate the January 6, 2021 insurrection that disrupted certification of President Joe Biden's victory, making her ineligible for re-election under a rarely cited section of the 14th Amendment dealing with insurrection or rebellion. But Greene, who the day before the Capitol riot proclaimed on TV that this is, quote, our 1776 moment, close quote, testified that she has never endorsed violence. Greene is set to appear on the Republican ballot for Georgia's May 24th primary and has been endorsed by former President Donald Trump. The administrative law judge overseeing the hearing is not the ultimate decider of Green's candidacy, since he must present his findings. I knew it. Present his findings to Republican Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who then must determine whether Green is qualified. Raffensperger. Sorry. Green has repeatedly denied aiding or engaging in an insurrection and has filed a lawsuit alleging that the law the voters are using to challenge her eligibility is itself unconstitutional. And finally, the final weeks of the college school year have been disrupted yet again by COVID-19 as universities bring back mask mandates, switch to online classes, and scale back large gatherings in response to upticks in coronavirus infections. Colleges in Washington, D.C., New York, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Texas have reimposed a range of virus measures, with Howard University moving to remote learning amid a surge in cases in the nation's capital. This is the third straight academic year that has been upended by COVID-19, meaning soon-to-be seniors have yet to experience a normal college year. And those are the headlines at the top of the hour. It is 12 minutes after the hour. We're nowhere near the top of it, but we're still in it. Stacy, she says she couldn't listen last week because she was with her mom and she only slept for 4 hours. Yikes, man. You all right? Hey, take it easy, Stacy. Get some sleep. Don't fall asleep yet, though. Wait till, this is over. Then you can take a nap. When we come back, we'll bring you the news from around the world and have some fun. It's Friday. We may follow the script and we may not. By the way, if I were you, I'd watch very carefully for today's secret word. I'll talk to you more about it when we come back. It's The Drive with Mario Smith here on Backchannel.tv, YouTube, and your Amazon supported device. And we'll be right back. Hey, everybody, that was quick. Welcome back. Chosen Beaver. I'm 12. Chosen Beaver is here. And and AM is here. Stacy says, this is what happened? What did I do? What? Oh, man. Oh, I'm sorry, Stacy. If I upset you, I apologize. Okay. I think we're good right now. And excuse me. And Stacy, please let me know what is that you were talking about that I can't repeat. Again, thank you guys for being here. You are definitely with us on the drive. I'm Mario, and if you're enjoying the show, there's a couple of ways you can support the show. If you're watching right now and you see that subscribe button, please hit it. Subscribe to it. That'll let you know when we're on the air. I don't know if it's like an alarm or gunshot or explosion, but it'll let you know. And then another way you can really help me out, no matter where you are or where you're watching or listening, is leave a review. We really do want to read your feedback and see what you think about the show. Not just our show, all the shows, but please leave a review. And you can do that on backchannel.tv. And you can do both. You can click and leave a review. You can also subscribe. And 3 things. You can chat too, if you like, which we would like. That would be cool. Oh, Stacy said that's how long her naps are. 4 hours. That's a nice nap, player. That's a solid nap. I wish I could do that. I used to be young. I used to be able to take a nap, Not so much anymore. Those days are gone. But, keep trying to take naps when we can. I don't know how many of you guys were affected by the inability to work. But um, we're back, apparently. Applications for unemployment benefits inched down last week as the total number of Americans collecting aid fell to its lowest level in more than 50 years. Jobless claims fell by 2,000 to 184,000 last week, the Labor Department said yesterday. The 4-week average of claims, which levels out week to week volatility, rose by 4,500 to 177,250. About 1.42 million Americans were collecting traditional unemployment benefits in the week of April 9, the fewest since February 21st, 1970. So it doesn't feel like that, though, does it? I mean, the pandemic is still here, and inflation's here, and people are struggling with the ability to buy food. And maybe struggle's a strong word. I'm making my grocery list out for tomorrow, and I don't have a lot of stuff on it, but everything costs a lot of money. So I mean, yes, it's good to be working. That's for sure. If you remember 2 years ago, the lights were dim, you know, and to be able to come back now and say that the lowest is a good sign. The lowest amount of people on unemployment since the 70s, since February of 1970. That's a good sign. Maybe things are trending up. Maybe the terrible pandemic, as a result of people going back to work, maybe that begins our real resurgence. Maybe, or it could be a trick because as we see levels are going up on the East Coast, here in the Midwest, we're bracing. I just got I think I may have said this the other day. 2 friends of mine have COVID, and they should be better now. They're coming out of it, I believe. But just the description of that disease, man, I don't want it. I will do almost anything to not get it. I do not want that. Last year, employers added 6.7 million jobs. That's a record. And they've added an average of 560,000 more each month so far this year. The unemployment rate, which soared to 14.7% in April of 2020, right in the meat of COVID, is now just 3.6%, barely above the lowest point in 50 years. So we're coming back. I mean, that's the only way to really say it. We're on our way back. That's a sign. If the job numbers are up, we are definitely trending in the right direction. I'm seeing what Stacy is saying here. She says, "Will you try listening to the King?" I don't. If you hear that, that's thunder. Thunder. Um. Hey, Gliss, do we know Stacy?
I don't think so. I don't. I don't think I know anybody in Texas.
Okay, because Stacy's doing the work, man. She says you can also leave a review for Backchannel on the Amazon Alexa app. Just go to the Backchannel. This says bath tunnel skill, but I know that she didn't type bath tunnel, as she meant Backchannel. Yeah, you can leave. Hey, man, leave a review of the show. Short of sending us a personal letter, leave a review. Grass Puddle says lots of jobs available, but low paying. There's the other part. You can find work for sure. It ain't the most lucrative of jobs. A lot of employers, though, are offering incentives for people to work. It's an interesting situation. It bears watching too. The numbers are nice, and we were on the way back. But yeah, Grass Puddle is right. There's a lot happening in the job world. It's still a lot of people working from home. I mean, in essence, we're working from home, right? I don't get to get the company car and drive down to the Backchannel TV studios, although that would be cool. I'd wear a suit then if I show up here in a suit one day, Gliss, don't panic. It just means that I wanted to get dressed for work. instead of wearing a hat all the time. That's because I haven't cut my hair. That's the truth. If I had, I would have not went that route. Whatever I'm trying to say.
That would
Denny,
be cool.
what, a suit?
Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
You should wear a suit during the show.
One day I will. One day I will. I will come in here.
With the baseball cap, though.
Oh, I've done it plenty times. I do that. One of the first television appearances I made on a friend of mine's show, a long running show here in Chicago, I had on my fire ass suit and my White Sox baseball hat. Yes, I did. Gotta represent, man. I need the White Sox to start looking at me. They pay attention to everybody else. They don't give me any love at all. It's the darndest thing, my friend. It's the darndest thing. You got kids in kindergarten. I know. And here's a story that's in the Associated Press. That would be the AP. A smaller portion of U.S. children get routine vaccinations required for kindergarten, or got routine vaccinations required for kindergarten during the pandemic, government researchers said on Thursday, raising concerns that the measles and other preventable diseases could increase. Rates were close to 94% from it, as if we haven't gone through enough already. Man, look. Rates were close to 94% for measles, whooping cough, and chickenpox vaccinations for the 2021 school year. That was down 1% from a year earlier, and means 35,000 U.S. children entered kindergarten without evidence that they were vaccinated for extremely contagious diseases, the Federal Centers for Disease Control and Prevention said in a report. In addition, almost 400,000 fewer children than expected entered kindergarten, and their vaccination status is uncertain, the CDC said. I don't know about you, but I am afraid of children. My camera's not working. I'm afraid of children in every aspect. I definitely feel like if your kid isn't vaccinated and you got them in kindergarten, you're kind of Russian roulette in your situation, don't you think? I mean, again, to each his own, and your choice is yours, but I don't know. Gliss, forgive me, man. I'm having a camera issue. My camera is not working. Do you notice a difference?
I can see you.
Yeah, but I'm strange. I don't want to. There we go. Let's try that. Nope. We'll have to fix it during the next break. But your kids are all set and ready to go, right? With vaccinations and
all of them except the 4-year-old, just because
he's 4.
Yeah, kid's 4.
Lucky kid. You have to go through that crap. Good job. That's a man. I mean, that would bother me if measles and whooping cough and chicken pox are making a comeback like that. Oh man, I don't want to go through this again. Didn't we just go through all of this just recently, like 2 years ago? I can understand it though. The apprehension about getting any shot or anything, I get it, but
I can too. For me, it's just like, I believe in science, so I just, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take the route of, doing what I think the best possible thing is to prevent, myself and my kids from getting sick. So
Stacy says we're coming out of pandemic and going into an endemic with COVID-19. I hope. I hope. Hey, Anika, how you doing? Better Fish is here. Anika's in Kentucky. Stacy, by the way, is in Texas. Grass Puddle says pre-pandemic there were measles and whooping cough outbreaks because of the radical left. I don't know about that. I think there were measles and whooping cough outbreak of the radical left. Touche. I see. No, still no camera.
I can kind of see his point with that. I do think that a lot of especially before COVID, a lot of the anti, vax population, it tends to be, more
Yeah.
more left wing.
Oh, that is true. I mean, I said it probably a little too quickly that I don't agree with that, but you know what? When you think about it, yes, very much so.
Not that all of them are. I just think it tends to be people around my age
Hmm.
that were, anti-vaxxers, and tend to maybe lean to the left, and the part of the thought process is that their kids should just naturally not have to worry about getting vaccinated and all that stuff, which I disagree with. And my politics tend to lean left, but I think vaccinations have been proven for decades that um, they help kids from not getting seriously ill, and people that are a lot older than me probably have more experience with that, with some of the stuff that they had to go through when they were younger. So
Man, look, I'm telling you, there was a time, and I have a big. I'm old, so I have a big inoculation mark on my arm, covered with a tattoo, but still on there. I know it's there. Um, the idea of getting shots, man, just drives me crazy. It is. It is. It took a lot for me to do it. I'm petrified of needles. I don't like them. Don't want them. I would be
yeah,
the worst drug addict ever because I'd never be able to use a needle. That'd be
I'm not
terrible.
a huge fan of it, but it's not my 15-year-old. However, we had to get him to get his COVID shot. We had to
Pay them
they
thousands
be,
of dollars.
well, no, we actually had to, through his pediatrician. We had a social worker.
Mm.
She basically had, like, we met with her a couple times a week, or once a week for like 3 or 4 weeks leading up to him getting the shot, and he was basically doing like therapy to prepare him for getting his shot.
Yeah,
So he's like, insanely nervous and anxious and afraid of needles.
I
In
get
the end,
man. I
in the end, it
understand.
worked out, but yeah, he's the same. He does not like needles or
Mm-mm.
getting shots.
I went through a whole when they were talking about the vaccinations coming. I went through a month, and I'm not lying, every day going back and forth about getting it or not getting it. Not because I didn't believe in the science, because I
Right.
do. It was like, yo, do I do I get I can't, I had to psych
Can I
myself.
do this?
Yeah, can I actually let somebody do this to me after
Right.
so long of saying I don't want anybody to ever inject me with anything?
Right.
Grass Puddle says those are the people who heal with crystals and chakras. Grass Puddle, you can't heal with a chakra, you got chakras. And I know plenty of people who burn incense, use crystals and all that that got vaccinated. So I hear you though. I hear you. I'm one of those people. So I got vaccinated. I got crystals and junk in my house. It ain't junk, but you know, I don't live in California, but there's a lot of California in me apparently. Stacy says maybe I should ask you to help me with the camera. He's in Oregon. Is he gonna fly here? If Gliss goes to Chicago, it's gonna be a whole different show.
I
Let's tell
don't.
you.
I don't think I'll make it in time
No,
for the
no,
end of the show.
you will
I
not.
don't think the odds are very good for that.
Not unless Backchannel has a plane like a private jet. We don't have a third airport here anymore because you could fly into Meigs Field right off the lake. Um, and there, that is one long break, Grass Puddle. You are correct. Hey, we'll be right back. And I just wait and wait and wait, go downtown, pick you up, drive you here. Yeah, that would be forever. Stacy says there was Jesus and whooping cough way before we were even born. I would presume so, yes. I would think. You don't hear many whooping cough stories in the Bible, though, do you? Sorry. Someone had to say that. That was a joke that was landing there and just waiting for me. And I picked it up and oh man, and I just did it again. Every now and then I accidentally take everybody on the dashboard off, Cliff. It's me closing windows
Oh,
like
I can
all
see
the time. Oh, I got it. I do it like 5 times a show. You just don't know. I'm the king of it. I was trying to find the next story actually, but yeah, I do get it. I can see where a person would be apprehensive, for lack of a better term. But I would encourage you, as so many have, the science, man, is the science. It is not going to change. Follow the science.
And I just want to say too, like, I think people talk about the some people that decided not to get vaccinated or vaccinate their kids. I think a lot of the concern comes from that we don't know
Right.
long term if there's going to be side effects. But I mean, the science has been done as much as it can be done for a situation that we were basically in an emergency medical situation where it's a pandemic. So I mean, we're going off of the best information that we have, and the science behind this particular vaccination is actually like a really cool, groundbreaking science that's been around for years and years and years. This was just kind of like the perfect moment to use it. And I would say also that there's a lot of if you get COVID, I've heard people say like, well, I just want to get COVID and then I'm immune, and which first of all isn't true, but second of all, we don't know the long-term effects of COVID. And a lot of the things that we're starting to learn about, some of the research that's being done, shows some pretty concerning long-term health effects. So I wouldn't be advocating for the people that are out there like, oh, I just want to get it so that I so that I've had it and I'm immune, because I don't know that that's the best way to go about things.
In fact, I'm gonna go with no. I don't want that. No. And listening to my friends talk about their symptoms, not even like out of COVID, just one friend of mine, her friend has to essentially act like she has tonsillitis and she can't eat any solid food. She can't swallow anything.
Yeah.
No, man. I'm like Charles Barkley. Did you hear what you... Oh, boy. I don't want to repeat what he said, but something to the effect of he was talking about Kyrie Irving. And I can't say what Charles said, but I'm going to say it. Kyrie Irving is Muslim. He's celebrating Ramadan. And Charles Barkley and Kyrie had to go on the sidelines and eat a banana because he was starting to feel like, about to go down because this is Ramadan. You don't eat until sundown and all that. And he hadn't eaten all day. And Charles Barkley goes, I don't want to have part of any religion that I can't eat. And I can understand that in many ways. But I can also understand the idea that you don't know long term where we are going to be in 10 years with people who had COVID.
Right.
As opposed to people who got a shot to not get it or to not be as sick from it. I'll take my chances with that shot.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'll take my chances. By the way, Gliss, did you know that this is the drive? That we're on Backchannel to... I'm glad someone knew. Yeah. And anyway, we're here every day, Monday through... Not every day except for Thursday. We're here at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Please send us a chat if you can see me right now and you're watching on an Echo show or Fire TV. The magic word is say T-Rexa, as we like to call her. And if you're just listening on an Echo speaker, go to backchannel.tv and get in the chat, man, and subscribe and do all those things. I mentioned a secret word earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We need to tell the people what's going on, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it then.
And that word is on the screen right now, so you can explain it, let them know what's up.
So you see that word right now, the secret word, you see it. In the next hour, you're going to see it again, and we're going to give you a chance to win an Amazon gift card. I'm looking in the wrong camera because I'm so used to that one being on. You're going to get a chance to win. I'm looking at you. You're going to get a chance to win an Amazon gift card. How much is that gift card worth again?
So it'll be $25, a $25 Amazon gift card, and I think we're probably going to be giving them away twice a week, starting today. So it's another reason to come, hang out with us and check us out. Get an Amazon gift card.
Look, this I am actually waiting on an order, and it's been delivered. I was just about to get upset because I was waiting on my order to come from Amazon. That gives you an opportunity to enjoy your weekend. I don't think you'll get it that fast, but you'll get it pretty fast. So it's a $25 gift card from Amazon. We are definitely giving those away in the next hour. You'll just email us and we'll, I guess we'll pick or something. We'll figure it out. How are we doing this? Mario has no idea. I'm third person Smith now. I have no idea what's going on. I also know that it is raining. It's cats and dogs outside. Can you hear this? What are we doing? Yeah, what are we doing?
A literal. What are we? Where am I?
What day? What'd you say? What are we doing? It is raining so hard that the rain, it looks like a sheet of snow outside. Ah, man, and still no camera. This is a very irritating edition of the drive. Grass Puddle says, "Thou shalt not whoop." That's right. William is here too. And Stacy says she doesn't like needles. Stunning Bird is here. YouTube, the entire YouTube is here. Thank you, YouTube. But we'll be giving we'll be giving the gift card away today in the second hour of the show. We will give you more details. When you see that secret word again, you have a chance to win a $25 gift card from Amazon. Thank you, Amazon. Stacy says it's beautiful in Springtown, Texas. Tony's in California. It's his first time here on the drive. Thank you, Tony. You're a passenger now, whether you like it or not, and we appreciate you being here as well. I can say that tomorrow in Chicago, Illinois, it's going to be like 80 degrees. Can't wait, but windy. So I don't know if I'll be able to ride my bike. Rats. But it's going to be nice. It's been a wet spring here in the city beautiful. Glad that we're getting out of it. Did you guys know today is Earth Day? And I'm going to disturb you with something that is not pleasant. By the way, if you go on Google, have you seen this yet today, Gliss? On Google, the Google Doodle is a picture of the Earth in 2000 and a picture of the Earth in 2022. It ain't good. We are in trouble. We are not doing anything we should be doing. It scared me, dude. I have been not joking. I've been staying off of Google as much as I can today because it's alarming. In fact, it's Grass Puddle says LA is still cold and windy, but warming up. Yeah, it's like, and I didn't click on it because I got scared. That's such a baby. But I think it's the North Pole, maybe, and it's too big. Oh, it's frightening. It is frightening. The Earth is browning, man. We got to do something. Where's Captain Planet when you need him, Gliss? What the hell? Isn't Captain Planet real? Can't Don Cheadle dress up like Captain Planet one more time and save the world? It's getting wild, but America's getting warmer. With all that being said, so many things are happening at once, man. We have got to figure this out. They talk about Axios has a great story about the temperature change since the first Earth Day in 1970. April 22nd, 1970, the U.S. national average temperature has climbed since the first Earth Day, April 22nd, 1970. The average temperature has climbed by 2.6 degrees Fahrenheit, and many states have warmed significantly. Here are the numbers. 30%. The increase in atmospheric concentration of heat-trapping carbon dioxide in the atmosphere or dioxide, if you will, since 1970. 7.7% of 7.7 degrees Fahrenheit. The amount Reno, Nevada has warmed since 1970, putting it first on the list of fastest warming cities. Other cities in the Southwest saw large increases as well, reflecting the drying trend in the region, as well as expanding urban populations and shifting atmospheric circulation consistent with global warming. 4.3 degrees Fahrenheit, the total average warming in Alaska during the past 52 years, earning it the title of the fastest warming state. Climate projections have consistently showed that higher latitudes would warm faster than the rest of the world. In addition to the Southwest, the Mid-Atlantic and Northeast are also seeing rapidly rising temperatures, with Vermont experiencing a 3-degree increase. However, scientists have shown that limiting warming will be less costly than suffering from its consequences, and a portfolio of solutions already exists to tackle the problem. And the temperature agreements that the Paris agreement, the temperature targets that the Paris Agreement laid out, um, aren't being met either. Axios, if you find the story, you should check it out. It's a very interesting story, and that portfolio of solutions is it's real and also frightening. And Stacy says it's because of all the fossil fuels that we have been using to get about. Sure. Kathy's here, Andrew's here, Hugh's here, Tony's here. It's a lot of reasons. I mean, we don't treat the planet well. We haven't ever treated this planet well. And that's why the caps are melting and it's 700 degrees one day and 30 the next. The earth is a living thing, and the earth is speaking, and we are not doing anything in the way of listening. And we're going to let this play out, or we're going to do something about it. You know, when Donald Trump got out of the Paris Agreement, I thought that was the death knell that people don't give a you know what about the earth. And he was like, hey, you don't have time for an agreement with Paris. He didn't even know what he was doing. And here we are. And you know, it is a frightening situation watching where we live basically disappear on us. Yeah, that's another topic for another show, I imagine. And one day we'll get into it deeper. But I am particularly nervous about it. Finally, on the news from around the world, do you own an Insignia air fryer? If you do, Best Buy is recalling more than 770,000 of them. In the U.S. and in Canada, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission said the air fryers are at risk of catching fire and potentially burning people. The Safety Commission said Best Buy has received 68 reports from U.S. consumers and 36 reports from Canadian consumers of the machines catching fire, burning, or melting. Of those reports, 7 included minor property damage and 2 reported injuries. In one case, a child's leg was hurt. The recall includes Insignia digital air fryers, Insignia analog air fryers, and Insignia digital air fryer ovens, all sold at Best Buy or online, according to the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission. The defective fryers were sold between November 2018 and February 2022. The USCPSC said people should immediately stop using the cooking devices and return them to Best Buy for a $50 Best Buy credit or a larger credit if the air fryer cost more than $50. So if you've got an Insignia air fryer and you bought it between November of 2018 and February of 2022, take it back to Best Buy. Please. Don't want any of our passengers burning themselves. I really don't. That pause was not me thinking in my head, yes, burn. No, not at all. Stacy said we need to try and figure out ways to treat the earth better. Once we do that, I agree. I think a lot of the problems that, ooh boy, here we go. Hot take, Bliss. We need a hot take noise or something. A lot of the problems, I think that it's like a clean house, right? If your house is clean, then you feel good. Same thing. I think if we do a better job of taking care of this wonderful place that we're at, where we live, on this spinning rock in the middle of nothingness, surrounded by other rocks spinning around and rocks flying at us, I think if we start taking care of this place, man will be better off for it. Not trying to get all, no need to, I'm not giving a speech. I'm just saying, I really believe that. I really believe that when we take care of the earth will take care of us, and we will be able to take better care of each other. Right now, we suck at it. And all accounts is we're not getting better. We have to improve. We're going to take a break. When we come back, I'll have this doggone camera on. I promise you that. And we will have our community report. That is Skirt's favorite segment, even though Skirt's not here today. It's The Drive with Mario Smith here on Backchannel.tv. You're watching on YouTube as well, and you're listening to us on your Amazon-supported devices. And we will be right back. See, Gliss, I told you I'm back on now. The camera's working. It's something weird. Every now and then it'll just like, this is new, and it'll just short out. And I don't understand why it's doing that. But I got it back on. Everybody cannot be mad at me. Thank you. I just thought I'd get a little praise for myself. Look at me. Don't forget the secret word in the second hour. When you saw it, remember it. You'll see it again, and then you'll do something, and we'll give away an Amazon gift card to you. Okay, this is from Detroit. 13 sexual assault victims of Larry Nassar are seeking $10 million each from the FBI, claiming a bungled investigation by agents led to more abuse by the sports doctor, lawyers said on Thursday. It's an effort to make the government responsible for assaults that occurred after July 2015. The Justice Department's Inspector General concluded that the FBI made fundamental errors when it became aware of allegations against Nassar last year. Nassar was a Michigan State University sports doctor, as well as a doctor at USA Gymnastics. He is serving decades in prison for assaulting female athletes, including medal-winning Olympic gymnasts. This was not a case involving fake $20 bills or tax cheats, attorney Jamie White said. These are allegations of a serial rapist who was known to the FBI as the Olympic U.S. doctor with unfettered access to young women. Nassar, he added, continued a reign of terror for 17 unnecessary months. Indianapolis-based USA Gymnastics told local FBI agents in 2015 that 3 gymnasts said they were assaulted by Nassar, but the FBI did not open a formal investigation or inform federal or state authorities in Michigan, according to the Inspector General's report. Los Angeles FBI agents in 2016 began a sexual tourism investigation against Nassar and interviewed several victims, but also didn't alert Michigan authorities, the Inspector General said. No one should have been assaulted after the summer of 2015 because the FBI should have done its job, said Grace French, founder of a group called the Army of Survivors. To know that the FBI could have helped to avoid this trauma disgusts me. White is not suing the FBI yet. Under federal law, tort claims must be filed with a government agency, which then has 6 months to reply. A lawsuit could follow depending on the FBI's response. Gliss, I'm not trying to alarm you, buddy, but I think the power has just gone off all around me. Everything is super black dark.
Well, that's good.
It's yeah. That okay.
Well, we had a show where my power went out, and
that's true.
If your power goes out, then
that's it.
Then have a good weekend, everybody.
Showtime. Graspoto says it's Friday. Yes, sir, it is. It's the Friday show. Anything can happen day. That's generally what happens. But I just looked outside and it's nighttime, and the mistake is I've got this gray shade, so it looks like 2 o'clock in the morning, but I don't see any. I see like 5 lights. Like McDonald's is right across from me. They have no lights. Wow.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Here we go.
That's one of the things about technology is, we need power for it. So if
Yeah,
your power
power is
goes out,
important.
if your power goes out, we'll just kind of like how if I were to leave to come to Chicago during the show, I'll just keep my camera on, and the audience and I will just wait here together.
Okay. Oh, there's lightning and stuff. Ah, yeah,
I won't acknowledge the camera. I'll just leave it on so that people can wait
just
here with me.
Leave a black box, like no camera.
Me and Milo will just people can watch me pet my dog while we wait.
There's just a black box where that black man was
email.
sitting. Yeah, nothing. There's no more nothing. It's just a space there. Wow, it is really coming. It's oh boy. So they postponed. They moved the Cubs game from 1 o'clock to 7 o'clock tonight because of this storm.
I don't even want to talk. I'm so sick of the weather right now.
Hey, by any chance, do we have reruns we can show? Did we like show a rerun of F Troop or something? Nobody knows what F Troop is. Doesn't Hal have like a TV show that he wrote? Can't we show like? I was trying to think of a contingency plan, man, because I'm already scared to death of everything. I don't want to party.
What I should do is because I have Adobe for editing stuff. I should make I forget what program it is, but there's a program where you can create animation. So I should just have like a pre-packaged like animation of of us doing the show, and then we can just run that if we ever need it.
That would be outstanding.
I don't know I'm not a writer. I don't know what the content will be.
Hey man, it don't matter. I don't know what I'm doing either.
Could just be an animated version of you just waving or something. I don't
gesticulating, doing all this crazy junk I do. Yeah. Me spinning around in a chair because I'm losing my mind because I don't know where everything is. Bending over into the mic like this, which no one likes. Even though this isn't Florida man, a Florida man has been arrested and accused of pepper spraying officers at the U.S. Capitol. Whoa, that was bright. At the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021, and then making a menacing call to the FBI special agent investigating his role in the riot. Law enforcement officials said Barry Bennett Ramey, who officials say was affiliated with the Proud Boys, was arrested Thursday in Florida, according to court records. He is charged with assault on federal law enforcement officers with a deadly or dangerous weapon, obstructing law enforcement, entering or remaining on grounds with intent to impede, knowingly engaging in an act of physical violence while using or carrying a deadly or dangerous weapon in an act of physical violence on Capitol grounds. According to the FBI affidavit, Ramey called the FBI special agent investigating his case this month and read the agent's home address aloud. He then texted the agent's former vehicle identification number, according to the affidavit. The FBI affidavit, which also cites information FBI Miami obtained from multiple confidential human sources, says Ramey, was listed on a master list of Proud Boys members in Southern Florida. The Proud Boys are a group of Trump supporters who describe themselves as Western chauvinists and have a record of attending events where violence erupts. President Donald Trump asked during the 2020 campaign about the group's support for him, told the Proud Boys to stand back and stand by. Amazing, man. Donald John Trump. That dude is just a mess. And I don't have the story today because it's still developing, but there's audio of all these goons talking to each other on January 6th. And Donald Trump is in some G. I don't know how long he stays out of jail, but I'm pretty sure at some point he's going to a jail. Man alive, this is such a mess. Such a mess. And the people asked for it. Well, not really. He didn't win the election. He kind of stole it. Hey, you know what? Though not Florida man, we do have a Florida woman. Gliss, can you run it? If you can.
Yeah, hold on.
I
Just give me
I
this.
should have warned you. I'm sorry. I am a terrible host.
It's all good. Whoops. I just
What am
moved
I
my
doing?
whole computer. Yeah, hold on. Just give me one.
What's going on here? Oh, okay. Good idea for Thursday dead air. Oh, I'm not on Thursdays, so it would be dead air, I guess. At this time, I'm nowhere near here. I'm doing a radio. Actually, I'm on the radio. I'm on WLP NLP lumpinradio.com on Thursdays here in Chicago, Grass Bowl.
Okay,
No
now it's
dead
right.
air though. All right, hey, you know what? Let me set this up again. We don't have Florida Man, but we definitely have Florida Bride. Run it, Gliss. It's the dude in the panda head laughing, dancing that does it for me. A 42-year-old Florida bride and her 31-year-old caterer are accused of serving food laced with marijuana to unsuspecting guests at a wedding reception. The women were arrested Monday following an investigation by the Seminole County Sheriff's Office. This is in Longwood, Florida, by the way. According to court records, both women were charged with tampering, culpable negligence, and delivery of marijuana and later bonded out of jail. Investigators said in an arrest affidavit that guests began feeling ill during, maybe I had some of that food, during the February 19th event at a clubhouse in Longwood, which is near Orlando. The report says 30 to 40 people attended the event. Several people who said they felt stoned were taken to the hospital for treatment. The arrest report says several tested positive for THC, the psychoactive compound in marijuana. A detective wrote in the report that guests said they had not been warned about the laced food. One man told deputies he was having a hard time operating his cell phone. Others said they felt paranoid and high.
I've ever
Ain't
heard.
that good? Ain't that good? One man, I can't work. How do you do this?
Oh my god, that's so good.
That's so great. Others said they felt paranoid and high. Another guest told deputies that after feeling stoned, she asked the bride if cannabis was in the food and was told yes by the smiling bride, an affidavit said. Samples of food, including chocolate-covered strawberries, pudding, shot desserts, and lasagna, were collected and later tested positive for THC, according to the report. I'm sorry. I think that's one of the greatest Florida stories ever. That's awesome. The bride didn't tell a soul. That's great.
What are they going to the hospital for?
How much did they eat?
I know, seriously.
That's
I don't know.
crazy.
I don't know that you need to go to the hospital for that. I guess maybe if they were concerned, like there was some other drugs or something, but
or maybe they didn't like the bride, and they're like, "Well, we'll show you. We going to the cops, but hospital first."
Go to the hospital.
Oh God. Stacy says there's one problem with my plan. With your plan, Bliss, she wouldn't be able to see me or you if the screen went black. I think that's what she was talking about.
Well, I could just keep my camera on, like I said. We'll just Milo.
Bliss will still be there. We're not in the same place.
Yeah, I just won't acknowledge anything.
Yeah, just sit there.
We'll just sit here all together.
That's what Grass Puddle meant by good idea for Thursday dead air. Just you sitting there petting Milo. Milo looks like Milo doesn't have the donut on anymore.
No, he got the donut off.
Oh my man, still taking the drugs though?
No, he's off the drugs and he's been completely insane the last 2 days. he's like I'm alive again.
Oh, that is so funny. Oh, yeah, man. All right. Well, while this monsoon is taking place here in Chicago, because it is, I can't even see it now. It's bad. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll start the second hour of the show. Thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Gary said he read that story yesterday. I don't know how to operate this phone. I'm so high. We'll be back in a moment. It's The Drive with Mario Smith here on Backchannel.tv, YouTube, and on your Amazon-supported devices. Everybody, thanks for watching the first hour. Secret word in the second hour. We'll be right back. Everybody, welcome to The Drive with Mario Smith. I'm Mario Smith. Thank you so much for watching us today. It is Friday. That means anything can happen today. For example, it's a monsoon outside my window here in Chicago, Illinois. But we're nice and dry inside, and we're glad that you're here to hang out with us for the next hour or so. My man Gliss is in Portland, Oregon, Beaverton to be exact. And he is helping to make sure that this thing doesn't fly in outer space. What's up, Gliss? Whoop, that's thunder.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, and Google's changing the picture. Oh God, they are rotating the pictures. So this is a mess. I can't watch it.
Get back to that.
This is so bad. The Earth is in so much damn trouble, man. It's scary. Yeah, I didn't know they were doing that all day. Just gonna give it to you all day. Hey, you want to see the Earth? Happy Earth Day. Earth is dying. That's what it's showing. Man,
so nice.
That was not good. It's very scary. We're giving away a $25 Amazon gift card at some of the show. So please keep your eyeballs on the screen. And Gliss is hopefully going to be able to explain just exactly how that's going to work when we give this thing away. Because
let's do it like. We'll do it like maybe in the sports segment, and I'll explain. Here, I'll flash it on the screen one more time.
Okay.
Just in case.
So that's the secret word. So the secret word. The password is. You're not old enough to remember.
So I think what we could do is when we go into sports, if you want to ask the people to put the secret word either in the comments or into, say it to their devices, then we can maybe the first person.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, you know what we can do? We can do the fifth person.
Fifth person.
No,
there you go. Just like in radio.
Yeah. Fifth caller. Get a
we still got
Oh, yeah, we do.
Our wacky DJ.
Hey, everybody, want to get an Amazon? It's Friday. We're giving away Amazon gift cards. You want one? You got to be the fifth person. Stacy says, and because audio. Okay. She's on an audio only device, so she couldn't see us or anyway. I got you. Paul's here, Jack's here, but we'll figure it out. We're gonna give away this $25 gift card. And you know what? Because you didn't see it, I should probably, for the folks that are listening, how do we give this away to them? Or do you have to be watching?
You could say it.
Okay. The secret word is download. Download.
What's funny about like doing radio things? The giveaways. So I used to run the board for a morning show that was on the air for like 30 years here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they retired in 2019. Yeah. And but they used to do like, we would give away trips to like Disneyland and stuff. And it was so funny because like, there's like 9 lines on the phone and they'd be like, we'll give it to the fifth caller. But those things light up so quick, and then people come in and out so fast. Like I would always they would say fifth caller. I don't know what the hell number caller I was giving it away to. I would just pick one random number. I just pick a random line because it's like the amount. I mean, you'd see every single line light up right away. Then some people would drop out, then try to call back, and it's just like, I don't know what number we're on.
I don't want to. I'm not going to say the person's name, but he's one of the greatest ever to do it. I was in the radio station with him. I was at WGCI here in Chicago, and he goes, "All right, man, I don't want to do this. I got to give this stuff away." I'm like, "Oh man, it'll be fun. I've never seen this happen in real life." He's like, "All right, I don't know. I want you to watch because this is what really happens when you call to try to win something." I'm like, "All right, cool." Phone lines light up. It's lit. Everything is lit. And he's like, you lost. You got to
clear the line.
Whenever he decided that he was tired of saying you lost, that's the person that won. And to hear these people go, and then sometimes he would play their reactions to you lost.
Yeah.
He goes, "Hey, I'm sorry, you're calling number 2. He'd be like, "Oh, come on," and he hang up on. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I wouldn't even I wouldn't even listen.
You're like,
I would literally,
come on.
because you could put the phone on speaker, and so
Yeah.
I would literally just hit it and say, sorry, we already have winner. Sorry, we already just go through the whole thing. Hang up. I wouldn't even waste my time. And the thing that sucks too is that more thunder?
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh. This could get interesting.
It's
You might actually lose power.
It could happen. I don't mean to just turn away from you all, but I keep looking out my window, man. It don't look good. It just plain don't look good. I am so glad I'm in here and not outside. And I was going to do the show remotely today from Promontory, but when I heard it was going to rain, we have a tin roof.
Oh yeah,
that would have not. It would have sounded like I was in a shed. It would have been bad. But it's going to stop raining like 2 minutes after the show is over, so we'll be fine. Oh boy, yeah. But we're going to give away a $25. All of that to say, we're going to give away a $25 Amazon gift card. And remember, if you can't see me, you can hear me, and I am telling you that the secret word is download. So you know the word. When we say, hey, the word's on the screen, then you folks can also get a chance to win as well. Let's see here. This is The Drive, by the way. I'm Mario Smith. Thank you so much for watching on this fine Friday as we end our week strong, like bull. It's on backchannel.tv, clearly. It's the only place on your Echo device where you can watch and listen to live shows and chat with us in real time. We're here Monday through Wednesday and Friday from 4 p.m. Eastern time. You can send us a chat. You can ask us questions, get in on the conversation like everybody's been doing today. And if you can see me right now, you are watching on an Echo show or a Fire TV device or perhaps YouTube. But if you're on one of those Echo shows or Fire TV devices, you can talk to your device and say, T-Rexa, hey, can you get me in the drive, please? I want to be in. I want to know what they're doing and what they're talking about. Now, if you're just listening to us on an Echo speaker and you can't see me, just go to backchannel.tv and join the chat. Once you get in, then you're in. That's backchannel.tv, backchanel.tv. And thank you to everybody who's on the drive with us today. Let's see who we got here. Stacy's here. Jack in North Carolina. Kathy in California. Stacy's in Texas, by the way. Thank you all for watching and listening today. Gary T is here. Grass Puddle is also checking us out too. And there you go. So we've done that. Let's do headlines real quick. Very fast. House Republican leader Kevin McCarthy had a positive call with Donald Trump and appeared to be suffering little political blowback Friday from the release of audio in which he suggested the president should resign shortly after the January 6, 2021 Capitol insurrection. McCarthy worked swiftly to shore up support among Republicans, calling and texting many lawmakers about his conversation with Trump as he rushed to contain the fallout. In the audio, first posted Thursday by the New York Times and aired on Rachel Maddow's MSNBC show, McCarthy is heard discussing with House Republicans the Democratic effort to remove Trump from office after the president's supporters stormed the Capitol. In the recording of a January 10, 2021 discussion, McCarthy says he would tell Trump, I think it will pass and it would be my recommendation you should resign. McCarthy released a statement on Thursday calling the report totally false and wrong. His spokesman, Mark Bednar, told the newspaper McCarthy never said he'd call Trump to say he should resign. But on Friday, today, the Times released another recording, this time of a January 11th, 2021 Republican conference call. In the audio, McCarthy can be heard telling his caucus that he had asked the former president if he felt responsible for the deadly insurrection and that Trump acknowledged some responsibility. Good on him. How about Trump? And those are the headlines. I just got mad reading that all over again. Terry's here. Hey, Terry. Thank you for being here. And when we come back, we'll have the entertainment report. Terry, not Siri. We'll have the entertainment report. My computer is on 10. And we'll have that 3 times. We'll be back in a moment. This is Drive with Mario Smith here on Backchannel.tv, YouTube, and on your Amazon supported device. The secret word is download. Be right back. William in North Carolina, thank you for joining us. His first time here on the stream, and we appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being a passenger on the drive today. It's always unique on Fridays, and it's no less unique today. So we're glad that you're here. Um, Thank you. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate you. The name Nene Leaks, does that ring a bell to anybody? Anybody? She was on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Well, she's suing the companies behind the show, alleging they fostered and tolerated a hostile and racist work environment. The lawsuit filed in federal court in Atlanta, pardon me, says Leaks, who is black. Oh, what? Word? Complained to executives about years of racist remarks from fellow housewife Kim Zolciak Biermann, who is white, but that only Leaks suffered consequences. It names as defendants NBC Universal, Bravo production companies True Entertainment and Truly Original, executives from the companies, and Housewives executive producer Andy Cohen, but not Zolciak Biermann. NBC, Bravo, and True foster a corporate and workplace culture in which racially insensitive and inappropriate behavior is tolerated, if not encouraged, the suit says. Representatives for NBC Universal declined comment. Emails sent to representatives for the other defendants and Zolciak Biermann seeking comment were not immediately returned. Leaks, 54, a TV personality and actor whose legal name is Lenethia Monique Leaks. Was that necessary that we had to know her legal name? Nene Leaks is fine. Spent 7 seasons as one of the central stars of The Real Housewives of Atlanta between 2008 and 2020. It alleges that during the first season, which aired in 2008, the cast was planning to attend a barbecue, and housewife Kim Zolciak Biermann responded to the idea with, quote, words to the effect of, I don't want to sit around Nene and eat chicken, close quote. The suit says the statement perpetuated an offensive stereotype about African Americans. One day I'm going to break down the etymology of why chicken is. And I know you're like, huh? Yeah, there's a story why that stereotype exists. It actually is kind of dumb, and it doesn't work in the favor of the people who perpetuated the stereotype, and chicken is delicious. The suit says in 2012, during the 5th season, Zolciak Biermann made racially offensive and stereotypical comments about the new home of housewife Kandi Burruss, calling her neighborhood a ghetto and perpetuating a racial stereotype in an offensive comment about whether Burruss needed a swimming pool. That same year, the suit says Zolciak Biermann used the N-word to refer to Leaks and other of the housewives after a dispute with them, the suit alleges. It also alleges Zolciak Biermann falsely implied that Leaks used drugs and called her home a roach nest. The suit says after Leaks' complaints to the executives overseeing the show, they, quote, did not terminate their relationship with Zolciak Biermann, nor take any other meaningful action to put an end to her racially offensive behavior, and if anything, rewarded her by giving her her own spin-off show. From the day the series began filming, Nene was the target of systemic racism from co-star Kim Zolciak Biermann, which was tolerated by Bravo executive producer Andy Cohen and other executives, Leaks lawyer David Buchis said in a statement. Joe Hibachi, that's it. That's it. I'm done reading names today. His name is Joe Hibachi. Another Leaks attorney said via email that not a day goes by that Nene doesn't wake up with an onslaught of overwhelming emotions as a direct result of these unfortunate and avoidable occurrences. Okay, look. All right. You know what, man? Leave me alone. The guy's name is Joe Hibachi. She don't need my help. I will say this, though. If somebody is being racially insensitive to you and their camera's rolling, somewhere there's a camera that took some video of this lady snapping out, because Bravo doesn't turn their cameras off till people go home. I know that for a fact. So somebody has on tape somewhere all these things that she's alleging. Those aren't closed door conversations when you're a real housewife of any city. They tape all of it. I'm not wrong in that. They tape all of it. They tape everything, every second of it. So yeah, I firmly believe we will find out sooner or later that there's a tape with this woman saying all these horrible things. If there isn't, it's going to be hard for her to kind of prove that. I mean, somebody can accuse me of being racist if they want, but without proof. This is sad news here. Robert Morse, who translated Broadway stardom into a film career in the 60s, then reemerged decades later as one of the stars of Mad Men, has died. He was 90. Writer-producer Larry Krajewski, who served as vice president on the board of governors for the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, tweeted news of Morse's death yesterday. My good pal Bobby Morse has passed away at age 90, he wrote. A huge talent and a beautiful spirit, sending love to his son Charlie and daughter Alan. Morse was Emmy nominated 5 times for playing the sage Bertram Cooper, the senior partner at the advertising firm that was the focus of AMC's prestigious series Mad Men from 2007 to 2015. In 2010, he shared the SAG Award that Mad Men won for outstanding performance by an ensemble in a drama series. The eccentric Burt Cooper was known for his bow ties and his collection of Japanese art and architecture. While at times he seemed indifferent to the business affairs at Sterling Cooper, he could be crafty and manipulative when necessary. Cooper died the night of the first moon landing, and that 2014 episode afforded Morse the opportunity to show off his singing and dancing skills in a fantasy number imagined by John Hamm's Don Draper to the tune of The Best Things in Life Are Free. Morse also won an Emmy in 1993 for a PBS American Playhouse adaptation of Morse's one-man show True about Truman Capote. Morse, known for his impish gap-toothed grin, became a star on Broadway in the musical comedy How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying, for which he won his first Tony as a Best Actor in a musical in 1962. The enormous hit ran for more than 1,400 performances and was adapted for the big screen in a 1967 film in which Morse reprised his starring role of J. Pierpont Finch. The actor won a second Tony for the one-man show True, in which he played Truman Capote, appearing on Broadway for 297 performances in 1989 and 1990. Robert Morse was also a poet. He was also a television actor. I mean, he was a bad man. And back in the 70s, he would be on TV a lot. Another great one. Just another great one. And the great ones are going. Robert Morse dead at the age of 90. By the way, Gliss, you'll be glad to know, Stacy agrees with me. Chicken is yum, yum, yum. That's right. Orange Eagle is here. Maggie's here as well. And Expensive Bird. Hello, all of you.
Chicken is delicious.
It's delicious. Come on. It's just foolish.
And it's good. It's reasonably, good for you compared to, other proteins out there. So
eating a steak every day will kill you. Although steak is delicious. I will one of these days. I just got to find it. I read it, and then I heard someone say it about how that stereotype has come to exist, and when you hear it, you'll be like, that is purely antebellum BS, and chicken is delicious, and I'm going to make sure I eat it all the time. And it made me know why Dave Chappelle used to do that bit about chicken all the time, because he knows that too. I'm pretty sure of it. Do you watch The Masked Singer?
I checked it out like the first season. It's one of those kind of stupid entertainment shows. It's entertaining, but I don't watch it anymore.
What if I told you that special guest Rudy Giuliani popped up on The Masked Singer?
Yeah, I did know that. And I remember hearing about, because these shows were taped a while back, and I remember that it had leaked out that, some of the cast was unhappy with the fact that he, was one of the singers on the show.
If that isn't the dumbest thing ever, that he would pop his face up anywhere. And Ken Jeong walked off the stage. I watched the video of it this morning. They're all like, "Oh, I can't believe it's you!" And he's just like sitting there staring at him, staring a hole through him. And then Rudy Giuliani starts singing, and Ken Jeong goes, "I'm done," and walks off the stage.
I watched the video.
Good on him. That's how you do that. This dude popping up. Where the hell you come from? Shouldn't all these people be in jail?
It's crazy to think
people in jail.
Like what a fall from grace Rudy Giuliani had, and all for one person.
Yeah, for one person.
Because you got to remember, I mean, he was pretty well respected and thought of just because
America's mayor.
Yeah, because of his role after 9/11 and his leadership and all that stuff. And it's crazy to think, like, all these years later, I mean, he's thought of as almost a joke.
America's mayor, man. He
was, yeah, he was willing to drag his name through the mud for one person, which I guess there's a lot of people that have done that, but
yeah. Well, you thought we were done talking about Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith? No, we're not done. We'll be done for this segment, but we're not done talking about them yet. Along with this story, I saw something that I can't corroborate, which is why I haven't posted it, but it's a hot rumor out here that they're getting close to splitting up because of what happened.
I could see that. It seems like it's not been a very healthy relationship. Like even before this, it's just been kind of a weirdly public thing where it's like I just don't really get it. It seems like that maybe this has been a toxic relationship and that it probably, they would maybe be better off.
Man, because I keep replaying that thing in my head. As someone asked me about it last night, I keep replaying the moment he got up, walked up on that stage at the bloody Academy Awards, slaps a human being, goes back, sits down, and then starts yelling from his seat. You already did part one. You had to go do number two too? Yeah.
Yeah, and I heard somewhere there was like some audio that someone was talking about recently of her like talking about when they got married and how she was like saying like I had to get dragged down the aisle, like it just seems like there's a lot of baggage between these two that it doesn't seem like a very healthy relationship.
My man, good luck, bro. Jeez. Jada Pinkett Smith acknowledged the controversy surrounding the Oscars on the first episode of this award-winning show, Red Table Talk. Since her husband, Will Smith, shocked Hollywood by slapping Chris Rock, saying the incident will be discussed later. Here's a quote from Jada Pinkett Smith. Quote, considering all that has happened in the last few weeks, the Smith family has been focusing on deep healing. Some of those discoveries around our healing will be shared at the table when the time calls, close quote. She said that in a statement at the start of Wednesday's Facebook Watch show. Until then, the table will continue offering itself to powerfully inspiring and healing testimonies like that of our incredibly impressive first guests. The show returned Wednesday for its 5th season premiere with Pinkett Smith, joined around the iconic red table by her daughter Willow, her mother Adrienne Banfield Norris, and their first guest, actor and singer Janelle Monáe. The teaser for the new season did not foreshadow any comment about the Oscar scandal. The stunning on-stage incident at the Dolby Theater, you know it already. Yeah, why? Yeah, that's a gigantic mess, man. You got to know better than to do that. You got to know better than to do that. Don't you know better than to do that? When we come back, it's the Dylan T. Pickle Sports page, along with his sidekick, the Unipiper, and that guy in Florida that says, I don't know, I'm crazy. We'll be back in a moment with sports. It's The Drive with Mario Smith. Happy Friday. You're watching Backchannel.tv. Grass Puddle asks an interesting question, Mr. Bliss. Which is a worse relationship, Will and Jada or Johnny Depp and Amber Heard?
I saw that. That is a really great question.
That's
I think
a
it probably
really
have
good
to be. I think it probably have to be Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, though.
Yeah, one, he
That's
talks in
crazy.
that crazy voice like he's from some weird place. He's from Kentucky. I can't get that out of my mind. The man is from Kentucky. I am going to talk to you like I'm from some special acting place. Shut up, dude. You're from Kentucky. I know people from Kentucky. Yeah, I would have to say that that's worse because there's a lot in that trial. I haven't even like touched it because it's a lot.
It's such a weird thing. Like I actually read an article by some woman today that a guy I used to work with had posted, and she had kind of like was basically giving her she writes a column or something like that, but she basically come to the conclusion that Johnny Depp was actually the one being abused in like going through when she went through and looked, read all the court documents and all the things, and that's a weird,
sounds like
really weird situation.
Because I don't imagine Will Smith is getting beat up in his house. At least I hope not. Oh my God.
Yeah, I hope not.
Man, all of it. I'm so glad that I live a normal. I'm so glad I live a nice life. I don't have any of that happening. But Gliss, that's not why you called. I want to thank you for being here today. Everybody that's a passenger on the drive this afternoon, thank you so much for being here. If you're enjoying the show, there are two ways you can support us, and it would help me out a lot. If you're watching right now and see that button, you can click on it. So that way you'll know when we're coming on, and you can be like, oh man, the drive is about to come on. Another way you can no matter where you're watching or listening, is leave a review. Leave it at backchannel.tv, please. And thank you. And by the way, for the folks who are what's the word I'm looking for, Gliss? Oh, who are watching? Are we secret wording them or have we done it already?
Yeah, let's just go ahead and do it.
All right, so look, let's just do it. The word is download. There's no secret because clearly you can see it on the screen and I just said it. So the word is download. Let's see. What's the fifth person that types out download? And this way it's transparent. Or say it in your device.
Yeah.
We will give you a $25 Amazon gift card. Topher, man, let me tell you, I don't know what it is. I don't. If I had a clue, what is this? It's frightening, isn't it? I don't know. Man. I don't know. I'm glad you're here, but I don't know what it is.
I don't even know how I got here.
I don't even know how I got these headphones on my head, to be honest with you. I hope you hang out, though. Stay with us for a little while. We're almost done. Show's almost over, man. And I will be out your life till Monday when you come back, because I want you to come back. Glorious Butterfly is here as well. All right. So whoever says the word download or writes it, you say the word in your device, or you type out the word download. Just anybody type out the word download. I'm going to give you.
I was going to say right now you can
win it.
Your chances are really good right now because no one has said download yet. So.
Just type out the word download. The word is this Dana is the word Mario. You know what? Give it to Stacy. Just give it to her. You get a $25 Amazon gift card, Stacy. Oh my God! What the hell just happened? Oh, I need some therapy. I think I need to go to a therapist. All we were trying to do is give away this gift card. Stacy, you won. Tell Stacy what she's won. Oh, I know I can download music from Amazon Music. I'm talking about.
Hey, she said the word download right there. Oh my goodness.
Oh man. Wow. Stacy, you win a
All right.
$25 gift card from Amazon. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for being a passenger on the drive, and we will get in touch with you some kind of way.
So here,
man.
let's do this for Stacy. Stacy, you just need to go to hello, or you need to email hello@backchannel.tv. That's hello@backchannel.tv. In the subject line, just put attention and the name of the show, which is The Drive. And then you're just going to put your screen name and the date, and they will hook you up with that Amazon gift card. And if you're someone else and you try to do it, which in theory, I guess you could try to email them and get a $25 Amazon gift card. However, we will. I have to fill out a form that says who actually won the gift card. So
we'll be able to know if it's Stacy.
We'll be able to know. Yeah,
we'll know.
So that's hello@backchannel.tv, Stacy. Just email them your information, the name of the show, the date you won, and they will send you the gift card. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to like give out my phone number or something, because it's just like it's too hard to explain it, you know?
Man, let me tell you something. I've been doing this radio stuff and now this for a while, and this is the most exciting moment I've had in a long time. Grass Puddle is like, he said the word 4 times already. Oh man, that was awesome. Thank you, Pastor. Y'all are all right with me. Download a baby. No, we're not downloading any babies. And Glorious Butterfly, you're a little too late.
I'll have to set up a hotline or something.
Yeah, we'll figure that part out. Stephanie's here. Philip is
I'll just give out my number. That's what I used to do when I worked in radio. I would just tell people to text me because it was easier.
Oh wow! Did you see what Grass Puddle says? Will Gliss fly down to Texas and hand deliver it? I'll wait. I don't think Gliss's wife is going to like him leaving to go to Texas to hand deliver a $25 gift card.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. I'd go check out some concerts in Austin or something this weekend.
Yeah, there you go. Oh man, this is so funny. Woo!
First, I have to get back from Chicago.
Yeah, you gotta. That's right, because you flew here to do the show because we're both in the same room, just in different rooms, same house. Oh wow, I can't even like go on. This is so funny. Thank you, Glorious Butterfly. I don't know how hilarious I am, but I know that was funny as hell. You won. That was good stuff. Man, is it gonna be like this every time we try to give away something? We got to force someone to say it.
Like nobody wants it.
Grass Puddle said he was rooting for Stacy. Oh man.
She is a loyal listener.
Yeah, no doubt. She says it's very hard for me to email without assistance, so I have to have my mom help me out with that. It's cool. We'll figure it out, Stacy. Don't worry. We got you. Just you know what? If you write the email address down, or get someone to write the email address down for you, we'll make sure that you get it. Okay? Absolutely. $25 Amazon gift card for Stacy. Round of applause for Stacy, everybody. Good job. Thank you so much for being a wonderful, wonderful participant on our show. Whoo! All right, let's do the sports. Nothing will top that, but we'll try. Let's do the sports. For another person in another country at another time, the case might have been a minor matter. An American citizen detained at an airport for allegedly possessing a cannabis derivative legal in much of the world. But the circumstances for Brittany Griner couldn't have been worse. Griner, a WNBA All-Star and 2-time Olympic gold medalist, was arrested in Russia, where the offense can mean years in prison, and at a moment when tensions with the U.S. were rising to their highest point in decades. She is a prominent gay Black woman facing trial in a country where authorities have been hostile to the LGBTQ community, and the country's nationalist zeal has raised concerns about how she will be treated. There are many countries around the world where you do not want to get in trouble, and Russia is one of them, said Clarence Hussein, a Howard University political science professor who specializes in criminal justice and drug policy. And extraordinary as her circumstances are, The details surrounding Griner's case remain a mystery. Here we go again. Remain the lightning show is happening as a crucial court date approaches next month. Russian prosecutors have offered little clarity, and the U.S. government has made only measured statements. Griner's legal team has declined to speak out about the case as it works behind the scenes. Griner is easily the most prominent American citizen known to be jailed by a foreign government, but in many ways, her case isn't unusual. Americans are frequently arrested overseas on drug and other charges, and U.S. authorities are limited about what they can say or help they can offer. The State Department generally can't do much to help beyond consular visits and helping the American get an attorney. It also can't say much unless the person arrested waives privacy rights, which Griner hasn't fully done. In some cases, U.S. officials do speak out loudly when they're convinced that an American has been wrongly detained, but Griner's case is barely 2 months old, and officials have yet to make that determination. A State Department office that works to free American hostages and unjust detainees is not known to be involved. This is, she's still there. This isn't going to end well, man. Someone do something. I guess it's hard to negotiate a person's release when you've taken all their money away. And you strip the country of everything it has so people can eat.
Timing's not great.
No, man, it's bad. But hopefully this situation gets resolved relatively soon, because that's a mess. That is an absolute mess. Let's see. Sneaky Sloth is here. Hey, Sneaky Sloth, how you doing? I want you to subscribe, Sneaky Sloth. Oh, no, you can hear us. Okay. Oh, no. You can see us. Sneaky Sloth, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Thank you. Mike Tyson is in the news, and we had a conversation about this yesterday, me and some friends of mine. I don't care how old Mike Tyson ever gets. He could be 100 years old. I am not going to let him rest his hand on my face ever, because that dude is dangerous. Mike Tyson was involved in a physical altercation on an airplane Wednesday night with an edited video obtained by TMZ Sports. It's not funny, but it's funny because he's laughing because he knows what he's getting ready to do to this poor kid who's all in his grill. Showing the Hall of Famer striking a passenger seated behind him. A spokesman for the San Francisco Police Department told ESPN on Thursday that at approximately 10:06 p.m. local time, officers were dispatched to a physical altercation on board an airplane at San Francisco International. The department declined to identify those involved, saying it doesn't release the names of detained individuals. Police did say 2 subjects were apprehended before later being released. 1 person was treated at the scene for non-life-threatening injuries. That subject provided minimal details of the incident and refused to cooperate further with the police investigation, the officer said. In the video obtained by TMZ Sports, a man seated behind Tyson, who repeatedly had been trying to speak with him, is later seen with blood on his forehead. That's not funny. Although it wasn't clear what happened immediately beforehand. According to TMZ, they were on board a JetBlue plane that was headed to Florida, of course. Unfortunately, Mr. Tyson had an incident on a flight with an aggressive passenger who began harassing him and threw a water bottle at him while he was in his seat, a spokesman for Tyson told ESPN on Thursday. The police department said it's aware of video that possibly captured the incident, which surfaced following the initial investigation. That video has been forwarded to the San Mateo County Sheriff's Office. Tyson, the former heavyweight champion, has been involved in multiple physical altercations in public. Among them, oh God, they're going all the way back to 1989? Where at ESPN? Really? Okay. Yeah, I can't do it. Mike's 55 now, and he has a cannabis line, and his podcast, Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, is really good. You should check it out. You know what you don't do? Ryder's back, and he subscribed. Thank you, Ryder. You know what? Or Riker is his real name. You know what you don't do? You don't throw a water bottle at Mike Tyson. You don't bug him when he doesn't want to talk to you. You leave him alone. If he wants to talk, he will. You can say hello, I bet, and he won't be all freaked out. But if you are sitting behind him, and I saw that video on TikTok, actually, the dude is all like laughing and yelling, like he won't say anything to me. And Mike struck him hard, busted his head open. What a terrible life you must live to get beat up by Mike Tyson. That's not funny. That's not funny at all. Beat up. And how about the NBA, Gliss? It's getting good, right? You see my boys beat up
I
on
did.
Milwaukee the other night.
I almost texted you because I started watching that game, and then Jack went into our room for quiet time, and he watched. He was rooting for the Bulls. He wanted to watch the whole game, so he watched the Bulls game.
Nice. Look, man, I really do believe with no Chris Middleton, they got an issue. They got guys, but Chris Middleton is the real reason they won that. I mean, not the real reason. He's the Scottie Pippen to Giannis's Michael Jordan, if you will. But he's a very important part to Milwaukee. Even if they do manage to beat the Bulls, how you going to beat any of these other teams? Saying you guys are say the same thing for the Bulls. How are you going to beat any of these guys without Chris Middleton? I like the Bulls tonight. It's Friday night in Chicago, and they're on the west side. Man, it's going to be loud at the United Center tonight. And I like the Bulls winning this game. And if they win, depending on how they win, if they keep playing defense like they've been playing, I like them on Sunday too. They go back to Milwaukee up 2-1 or 3-1 rather. That could be a problem.
Yeah, I mean, we see it all the time in the NBA playoffs. If you can get a split on the road in those first few games, I mean, you're kind of, the higher seed is not in a great position because then now you've lost home court advantage, and all the momentum is going back to Chicago with them playing the next two in Chicago. So a series in the NBA can turn really fast. In particular, it seems like if a team gets that second game on the road, just because it kind of evens things up, and like I said, it takes away home court advantage. So Chicago has 3 more home games. They know they have 3 home games
at least.
Right.
Yeah. At least they got 3. Riker says, "I love the show." And then Stacy says, "That is stupid in every way. Mike Tyson should have been put in jail. The circumstances of that event, yeah, maybe so, but the gentleman that he hit didn't want to press charges and hardly said anything." So,
and I don't know. I think you got to get some more context because I watched both of the videos, like the one of him before and the one during the beating, and then, and then the one after. And it looked like from all accounts the guy was belligerently drunk. It sounds like that's what that's what had been reported, is that this guy was super drunk, and you see him in that first video. He's harassing him. He's
he's absolutely messing him just all over him.
Yeah, he's harassing him. And so who knows what moment, I don't know if that's on tape or not. What moment he actually snapped and turned around and hit the guy. But the guy was not, I mean, if he touched him at all, then all bets are off. So
as we've learned, you can't, run up on a grown man, start screaming and yelling at him. Hey, when we come back, man, we're going to do the front of mind. And this is the best part because we are about to take this ship, run out of space with front of mind. And we'll be back in just a second. It's the drive as we gave away $25 and an Amazon gift card today. We did good. It's the drive with Mario Smith here on Backchannel.tv. We'll be right back. Scientists in Australia are testing printed solar panels they'll use to power a Tesla on a 15,100 kilometer, that's 9,400-mile journey beginning in September, which they hope will get the public thinking about steps to help avert climate change. The Change Around Australia project will power a Tesla electric car with 18 of the team's printed plastic solar panels, each 18 meters long, about 59 feet, rolling them out beside the vehicle to soak up sunlight when it needs a charge. Paul Dastour, the inventor of the printed solar panel, said the University of Newcastle team would be testing not only the endurance of these panels, but the potential or their potential for other applications. I can't hear me. Here we go. This is actually an ideal test bed to give us information about how we would go about using and powering technology in other remote locations, for example, in space. Printed solar is a lightweight laminated PET plastic that can be made at a cost of less than $10 a square meter. The panels are made, excuse me, what happened here? The panels are made on a commercial printer originally used for printing wine labels. Daster said using the panels to power a car would get Australians to think more about electric vehicles and could help ease their range anxiety. The community is seeking these sorts of answers to the problems it's being presented with day in, day out around climate change, he said. On their 84-day Tesla journey, the team plans to visit about 70 schools to give students a taste of what the future may hold. Asked what Elon Musk, creator of the Tesla car and founder of Tesla Incorporated, might say about the CAA project, Dastour said he hoped he would be pleased. CAA was showing how our innovative technology is now combining with his developments to develop new solutions for the planet, Dastour said. Reuters, where the story comes from, is publishing a series of environmental stories to mark Earth Day 2022, which is today. So you can go to that and learn more about that. Stacy said that I know that Mike Tyson was also in Celebrity Deathmatch. Well, yeah, he kind of did a celebrity deathmatch in real time. Grass Puddle says technically it's aggravated assault, but you know, it's Mike Tyson. We all empathize with Tyson. Where are we at here? We got a little time for a little and that was front of mine. And that would be for the end of the show. I'm sorry. On this day, Richard Nixon in 1994, the 37th U.S. president, dies at age 81, 4 days after suffering a stroke. In 2000, Broadway producer Alexander Cohen dies in New York at the age of 79. In 2002, actor Robert Blake is charged with murder, solicitation of murder, and conspiracy in the shooting death of his wife, Bonnie Lee Bakley. Born on this day in 1946, director-actor John Waters. Oh, yeah, good director. 76 years old. In 1949, on this date, basketball player Spencer Haywood, gold medalist in 1968, played on the Knicks as well, 73 years old. And 1996, one of my favorite football players ever, Marshawn Lynch. His birthday's today. He's 36 years old, still trying to play football somewhere. In music history, Rockin' Robin by Michael Jackson peaks at number 2 on the U.S. Top 40 chart. In the year 2000, the Dixie Chicks appear on the cover of TV Guide. And in 2003, songwriter Felice Bryant, who with her late husband, Bodolo, is that his name? Bodolo? That's almost fine. Wrote Bye Bye Love and other Everly Brothers hits. He died at the age of 77. I was singing Bye Bye Love all morning when I saw this on the rundown quiz. Hey, it's time for Did You Know? We still got time for that too. Here we go. Did you know, Bliss, that women say that the radio being too loud is the biggest pet peeve about their partners driving? Your thoughts?
I like my music loud.
Did you know 39% of men have no idea how to iron a shirt properly? That's sad. You better know. I know.
I'm not.
Yeah. I know.
I might have
to learn. Hey man, I had to learn how to do it because my family was like, that shirt's not gonna iron itself. You look crazy if you go outside like that. I'm like, yeah, I guess you got a point. Let me figure it out.
Everybody has things that they're challenged with, that like ironing and wrapping presents.
I can't wrap a present for anything. So
is there any men that can wrap presents? I'd be curious to know.
I know of one person, And I think he learned it from his sister because his sister used to work at a retail store, like a Macy's or something. But,
My youngest brother, I hopefully his wife isn't watching, because he once told me, he was like it was at Christmas time, and he goes, yeah, we still got a lot of presents to wrap, but I just do a really bad job on one of them, and then she's like, you can't handle this.
get away from those presents. I'll do this myself.
Default's like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do this, I guess.
As you can see clearly. According to Match.com, did you know when women were asked why they broke up with their last boyfriend, 37% of women said he was boring. What the hell do you... Don't get me started about the word boring. What do you want him to do? What's he?
Yeah, that's a very like broad...
He was boring.
Boring with what?
Like, with what? With who? With how? With you? Did you know 38% of Americans text someone goodnight messages within an hour of going to bed? Not me. Well, that's not true. I do. Did you know sales of the snack Cracker Jacks go up nearly 65% during the summer months? Makes sense. Baseball. Did you know, according to the U.S. government, the White House gets a new American flag every single day? What? I think I did hear that somewhere. Did you know a British survey finds that people say they are most likely to cheat on their diets on Sunday nights between 7 and 10 p.m.? That is really very specific. Did you know when asked why they broke up with their last girlfriend, 40% of men said too much baggage? What? Who are these people I talk
to? That's also very like general.
She's got too much baggage, bro. What baggage? Does she actually own too many bags?
Like... Yeah, that's a very vague thing to say.
And did you know the average shower takes 8 minutes? I've been meaning to time myself because I think 8 minutes is about right. 8 to 10 sounds about right.
I mean, I love the shower, so I probably take too long of a shower sometimes.
I don't do the shaving in the shower thing. I should, I guess, but I don't. But you know.
My 13-year-old, his average shower is like 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, you know. Hey, now. Did you know, Bliss, this is very important. This is how we're going to go start our weekend. Oh, no, I didn't see the lottery story. Oh, I got to do it. Okay. I'll do it. Well, apples originally come from Asia. The first pies were baked in medieval Europe. Even the concept of putting apples in pies traces back to a recipe from England. Nevertheless, the phrase "as American as apple pie" turned up in 1924 and became a common saying during the years of the Second World War. Now, 2 men in Massachusetts are splitting a sizable instant cash lotto payout due to a chain of events that started with a charitable act. A father took his son's guitar into a shop for repair, but his friend refused the father's payment since he knew the son had a health issue earlier in the week. After the father insisted that he at least accept $40 and his friend still refused, he said he would purchase 2 $20 instant tickets and that if he won $1 million, they would split it. An hour later, they were on their way to lottery headquarters. I hate the lottery. So, hey, man, thanks, Gliss. Have a good weekend, brother. Good week.
You too.
Right on. Everybody that watched today, thank you guys for watching. Really appreciate it. All of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for being a guest on the show. Thank you to Amazon for the $25 gift card for Stacy. We appreciate everybody watching. And that's going to end our broadcast day and our broadcast week at backchannel.tv. Join us again on Monday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern when you can check out Haley and Allison's Good Morning. My name is Mario Smith. You've been watching The Drive here on Back Channel. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and hang out with us on Monday. We'll be back Monday afternoon. I almost said morning. Everybody have a great weekend. Enjoy everything. Peace.